Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, or whatever time of day it may be wherever you're watching this from. Welcome back to some Minecraft. Today, I want to show you guys how to build something that I do enjoy building myself even in survival mode. The most basic form of castle that you can possibly build. So, since it's Christmas time here in the States, let's go to a biome that's rather snowy. Let's see. Let's go to one of my absolute favorite biomes, the snowy taiga. Right? Let's get this started. Now, you don't need to build a structure that has a wall, a keep, and towers, and all the little bells and whistles to have a castle. No. As a matter of fact, you can build a castle that is just a single building. A channel I highly recommend watching if you want to know what a castle actually is called Shadiversity. He actually has a video he made a few years ago where he talks about exactly what a castle is. Now, a castle is a private, fortified, medieval residence. That's according to Shad on Shadiversity. Now, there are certain exceptions to that, but again, those are exceptions, not the rule. And exceptions don't destroy rules. That's why they're called rules and not absolutes. So, before you build a castle, you of course have to pick out a location. And the best place to build a castle has always been and always will be on a hill. And this is a perfect hill on which to build a castle, right here. Let's first get rid of these trees. Next, we need to choose the materials out of which we'll build our castle. And of course, the most famous material that castles were built out of is stone. So we'll use stone bricks and chiseled stone bricks. And for the parts that will be made out of wood, since we're in the taiga, we'll use spruce wood and planks. Okay, here we go. Now, remember, a castle is a private, fortified, medieval residence. So when you build a castle, though it does serve military purposes as well, it is also a place where somebody lives. Somebody lives there. And we need to have enough room for anything that's necessary in Minecraft. Let's try a 9x9 interior here. Let's see if we can fit that up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Hey, get out of here. Alright. So there's the footprint of our castle. And let's do some terraforming right here. Alright, that looks good. Now, we need to put some height to this castle to make it much more defensible, of course. And of course, because every castle needs a way to get inside, we are going to need a doorway. We'll put our doorway, let's put it right here. Alright, that looks pretty good so far. Got to do a bit more terraforming right here. Yeah, that looks good. Right, let's put in the first row of planks for the floor. And let's put a lantern right there to keep any mobs from spawning. Okay, now let's continue to build up the walls of this castle several more blocks. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go 7 blocks higher. Okay, that seems like a fairly decent height. Now let's start adding a roof. Now, one thing I really like to do when I add a roof to a castle is actually to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Create a triangle shape like this first. And then, using a slab, go up and over 1 each time. And then trim down the roof as needed. Just like that. Okay, now we'll add in the rest of it. Okay, get rid of these and start to fill in the gaps on the roof as needed. There we go. Now there's most of our basic structure finished. There's our doorway. Let's see. Now, if you do watch Shadiversity like I have, you'll know that a castle needs fortifications in order to actually be a castle. So how do we make this structure defensible? We need to give it fortifications. And Shad's favorite, and my favorite too, are machicolations! And so, to make machicolations, we will first need to add some upside down stairs to act as the corbels, to give it some support. And then we'll have to add a block of bricks on top of each of the corbels. And here we have most of our machicolations complete with the merlons. But we'll add one more block of height to them to make them proper merlons. Okay. And of course, if you're defending the castle from up here, you don't, of course, want this to happen. And so, to keep that from happening, we'll add a cobblestone wall in between each of the merlons. There we go. That looks a lot better. Now it's really starting to look like a castle, isn't it? So, if you're up here, you can have a bow and arrow and shoot at the mobs down below, as long as you're standing on the battlements here. And of course, if they get right up against the wall, you can just look down through the matriculation and rain down arrows right on top of their heads. On second thought, our range will be a bit limited with the stone walls in the way and this extra height of 1 block. So let's get rid of these. Now you may have been wondering what this 2-block gap here was for. Well, it was for this. So when you come up the stairs and go inside for the night, you can just activate those trapdoors so that no mobs can simply walk up to your door right here. Because this has happened to me before, where I open the door to find a creeper and boom, the whole doorway is blown open. Not a pleasant surprise for your character when he first wakes up. So, at the end of each day, open these doors and you're good. And let's put a door right here. Yes, yes. Of course, it's a little dark in here, so we'll need to add some windows. Alright, that's good. So we can get rid of that lantern there. And of course, because this is a castle, you're going to live here, so every Minecraft player will need a bed. Let's put a couple of trapdoors up here. And of course, to show off our wealth, we'll use blue banners as our curtains. Yeah, that's looking good right there.